Hello everybody, it's Tanya here from Stamping with Tanya Badalka, and I'm super excited to share with you the March Paper Pumpkin Kit that has just arrived today. And so I did an unveiling earlier, and so here I'm going to make both of these cards as shown in the picture so that you know how to do that, and it's quite simple. So this is the Paper Pumpkin Kit that just arrived, and it's called Here's to You. And let's get started. So I'm just going to use my large Calypso Coral ink pad that I have in my supplies here. So I'm going to start with this card here. And so this card here is quite simple. So we can glue this piece down. So I'm just going to use my white Tombow glue. I prefer this one because it's easy, it's quiet, and it has some maneuverability, so that way if you don't have it exactly lined up the way you like, you can adjust it by wiggling it a little bit on your paper. Once it is stuck down, it is permanent. So Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription from Stampin' Up! That you can subscribe to monthly. You can also decide if you want to do 3, 6 month, or continuous all the time. So I am going to stamp, it says happy birthday. Oops, I didn't get that ready, sorry. So these are the stamps that come in this month's kit. I'm going to stamp, the way I line up these polymer stamps is I don't adhere it to the block. What I do is I put it on my grid paper and I line it up with the grid. This is super sticky, so I will show you here. So I line it up as best as I can there, and then I place my block down. That way it is straight and even. So we're going to stamp happy birthday 3 times. And the polymer is beautiful because you can see where you're stamping and it's just easier to judge. Okay, so I'm going to close my ink pad now. So I'm going to just, like I said last time, is you just break them apart from the paper here. They're already pre-cut for you. They're just lightly stuck. I should have broke these apart earlier, but that's okay. Super easy. All right, so getting back to the card, what you're going to do is now we're also going to ink up some lovely little birds. So in the stamp set, these are the little birds. So there we go, and they are flying like this. So if you're not sure, you can stamp on a scrap paper. So there's my birds there, and I'm going to add one more because birds often are not alone. Okay. So there are my birds. Now, with your pieces of happy birthday, you can glue them straight down on your card, but in your kit you were given small dimensionals. So I'm going to raise my happy birthdays. Now you can raise 1 happy birthday, you can raise all 3 or 2, whatever you like and whatever you prefer. I am just going to do all 3 of them. Okay, so this one here, and they're all kind of in a row starting about here, and you can make it however you like. There's no set rules. I know lots of people like to copy exactly, so that is what I'm going to do today. So there's our first card. Super easy to complete. Okay, not a lot going on there, but nice. So the second card is this one here. Right here, we're going to do. So there's a little stamping on here as well. So on our yellow piece, you're going to ink up the birds again. And you're going to stamp them on the yellow piece right about here. There. So that is done, and we are also going to stamp, while we have our ink open, the words. It says here's to you, And this time we are going to use the larger white rectangle here on our pre-cut forms. So here's to you. And I'm lightly going to get that out of here without bending it, hopefully. Okay, so let's get started with adhering to our card. So I'm going to glue, these are done with dimensionals, the two clouds, so it looks like they're clouds. So I'm going to add a couple here. And your dimensionals come with quite a wide backing, or around the edge as far as I know, and so you can cut them all up to use them all. You don't have to waste. Okay, so here's your first one. So this one's kind of in the center. Your next set of clouds will be offset a little bit from that. Make sure that your birds and clouds are going in the correct direction. So I'm going to do that there. Now the next thing I'm going to adhere are these beautiful trees. So they're very delicate, so when you punch them out of your paper, pull them apart, be careful not to you know, tear them from the bottom. So I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive here along the bottom, a little on my tree, and just a little bit will do. You don't need a lot. I'm just going to pick this up now, hopefully. So then what you're going to do is you're going to, I'm just going to overlap this a little bit like that and glue your trees down so that's nice and flat. Then you are going to put your little bar on the bottom, and I believe this is dimensionalized as well. It's hard to tell from the picture. And what you do, it's totally up to you. I try and follow as close as I can for the first one, but sometimes things go astray. And it is what it is. So there you go. Now for the words, you are going to lay this flat on your card. So I am going to apply a little bit of sticky adhesive here, right here, and right here, so that my cord will be a little bit secured. And then I'm going to take my snail adhesive, my Stampin' Seal, and I am going to adhere my words over the rope. Now you can dimensionalize that too if you like. It's totally up to you. So here is the second card. All right. So please subscribe and like my videos. Once you subscribe, put on the notifications so that the next time I air a video, you will be first to know. Stay tuned for alternative cards from March's 2021 Here's to You Paper Pumpkin. Happy crafting!